Hello everybody, welcome back to The Infinite today. Really glad to have you on the show today. We have some extremely exciting news that actually launched this morning, broken by Mark Gurman over at Bloomberg, about Apple's services bundle and all of the things that they could be bringing together in the future, fingers crossed, in order to make our lives easier and their services more accessible. So all of this and more on today's episode of The Infinite. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, let's get going. Okay, so to start off, I'm gonna jump right into Mighty Note here, tap the tag this week so we can see what we've got. Apple One. Mark Gurman says on Twitter, Apple One. Apple plans to launch an Amazon Prime-like bundle of services this fall, including music, TV Plus, arcade, News Plus, iCloud storage, and a new Peloton-like virtual workout service together at a lower price. Now, this is something that we've really looked forward to. Now, one of the great benefits to buying services in a bundle like this is that if you subscribe to the services together, you get a lower price than if you were paying for each one individually. Okay, so Mark Gurman says that we could save up to $5 per month by paying for this service and as low as $2 a month. So between $2 and $5 you'd be saving by subscribing to Apple One. Now, my initial reaction to this was, wow, only $2 a month, or wow, only $5 a month. It really doesn't seem like that much, especially when you're gonna be paying around $45 probably for the upgraded tier of Apple One to bring together everything. But when you think about it, over a period of 12 months, for example, if you're saving $5 a month, you're saving $60 a year. So that becomes pretty substantial, especially if you're going to be needing and paying for these services anyways. If you're already going to be subscribing to Apple TV Plus, Apple Music, if you're already an Apple Music subscriber, if you already pay for the higher plan on iCloud storage, then you can see how this is gonna benefit you by saving $60 a year. Plus, for me, for example, some of these services I would like to subscribe to, but I don't really wanna pay for it individually. When I look at my credit card bill and say, wow, I'm paying $5 a month for Apple Arcade gaming, like, that is not worth it to me. But if I said, okay, I'm paying $45 a month for Apple services, that's a whole different story. It's kind of a mental shift where you're saying, wow, I'm getting a lot with Apple services. I'm getting Apple Arcade, I'm getting Apple TV Plus, I'm getting Apple News Plus, I'm getting Apple Music, I'm getting the upgraded iCloud plan, and you look at all of this, plus you're technically saving money than if you were to buy each of these services individually. It's kind of a mental picture that looks a lot different than when you say, wow, I'm paying for Apple Arcade, Apple TV Plus, Apple Music. I don't need all these things. What am I doing? Totally different. So that is one of the benefits of Apple bundling their services together. Now, investors have been begging Apple to create a services bundle for a long time because this has worked out so well for Amazon. This is basically the only reason why Amazon is competing for one of the top companies in the world, is because they have Amazon Prime. So Amazon Prime, you get free 2-day shipping, you get Prime Video, you get Prime Music, you get a bunch of things included with Amazon Prime. So Apple One would be something similar. Now, something that wouldn't be included in the Apple One subscription bundle is iPhone upgrades. Now, I thought that this might be interesting to include in there. I mean, obviously it would be a little bit more expensive, but then really you get everything you need from Apple. Maybe you create an upgrade program for the iPad, for the Mac. Now this is getting less and less realistic, but then you basically get everything you need from Apple in one price. And so you'd get a new iPhone every year, plus Apple TV Plus, plus, ironic I'm saying plus here, isn't it? But I mean, basically then you'd be paying one price to get access to Apple. Now, another thing that wasn't mentioned in the report was Apple Books. Apple Books are great on the iPad, plus they sync with all of your devices. So if Apple included Apple Books in the Apple One subscription, I think that that could make it also a lot more interesting. The other thing that will not be included in the Apple One subscription is Apple Care Plus, which is the subscription that you can pay for that brings your repair costs on Apple devices to a lower cost. But that would also not be included in the subscription. So basically at that point, to get all of Apple like we're talking about, basically you could subscribe to Apple One, which is all of their services. You could subscribe to Apple Care Plus, which is, you know, what we just barely talked about. And you could subscribe to the iPhone upgrade program where you get a new iPhone every single year. But overall, I mean, the Apple One program does sound really interesting. Depending on how much it is and what it ends up including, I would personally be extremely interested in it. Please let me know down below if you would be or not. Now, Apple actually set a goal to double their services revenue from 2016 by the end of the year 2020. So in this last earnings call, they actually announced that they surpassed this goal. So they have doubled the revenue in services from 2016 already this year. So now by the end of the year, they've set a new goal that they're working towards. But they also want 600 million subscribers across their services. And so that is also something that's a work in progress before the end of the year. So with that goal in mind, Apple One is said to be launching in October of this year, so just in a few months. And that coincides perfectly with the fact that we know that the keynote will no longer be in September this year, but it will be in October. So a few things coming together with this rumor that make it particularly interesting and give it some credit. Plus it's coming from Mark Gurman, who has basically not a perfect, but a really great track record. Okay, so that's the news for Apple One. Drop a like down below if you're excited for it. Quick speed round of other news. First of all, Apple is partnering with CBS and Showtime on Monday. This is the rumor, okay? So this is in a few days. We'll see if this is true. But on Monday to offer Apple TV Plus, CBS, and Showtime, all for $9.99 a month. Now, individually, CBS All Access costs $9.99 per month and Showtime costs $10.99 per month. And of course, as you know, Apple TV Plus costs $4.99 a month. So if you start adding those up, you start to see that you're saving a lot of money here, which is not something you can always say about a product that Apple's offering you. So combining those three services for $9.99 a month is an extremely good deal. And this is to help more people use the Apple TV channels feature, which apparently isn't being used very much. And I'll tell you why. It's not the marketing Apple, it's the functionality. It's a terribly designed app in my opinion. It doesn't work well. And so if you fix that, I really think that I would use it more personally. But that aside, that is launching on Monday. So something to look forward to if you like Showtime, CBS, and you're like, hey, Apple TV Plus, why the heck not? So check that out on Monday. Also, as part of the speed round, a new Apple Watch activity challenge is coming up on August 30th. This is what the pin looks like. It looks pretty cool. So all you have to do is go for a walk for 1 mile. You can also wheelchair. You can also hike something for 1 mile basically, and then you get this awesome badge. All right, guys, so that's it. Let me know what you think about Apple One down below. Thank you again for watching The Infinite here on YouTube, and I look forward to seeing you guys the next time. Peace out.